Hey guys, how's it going? So here's the little Harley truck that we were kind of teasing about. So it's an 04 and a half. So, well, you know, call it an 05 if you wish. We got 127K on the clock. True Harley. Captain's in the back. So buddy picked it up. She needs some love. So you can see here in the back, got all kinds of goodies to go in this thing. It's going to be getting a Mishimoto radiator, Banks intercooler, PPE, raw aluminum pan, an ODOG SR2. We got a turbo time charger. We got an aluminum oil filter, fuel filter caps, aluminum coolant tank. Gonna be doing all this fluid services on this truck at the same time. It'll be getting a set of 175 stock nozzle injectors. She's a little dirty, so a couple things we wanted to break down on this truck for you guys that are out there buying your first truck and everything else is this truck was listed I think for $13,000 or $14,000, which is a good buy for the mileage, but on the test drive it had the lack of power, big lack of power, and you know, contributed that, you know, to lower the guy down on the price. Batteries were junk. This is out of the 05, and so our lack of power was due to this boost gauge line, super old. It's all ran up in here, it's all broke, so we're just blowing boost out of there. Wouldn't make over like 14 pounds of boost. Vanes are sticking, so we have super high EGTs and exhaust drive pressures. The get up underneath here, the power steering lines are kind of funky and all that, so we're gonna get that all taken care of. The carrier bearing was really wore out on this truck. So she's vibrating pretty good on our way coming down. But you know, for the money, it was a good buy. You know, not a whole lot of leaks or nothing, no rust. California truck its whole life. So, you know, super clean, very nice, clean on the inside. Might be doing a 6.4, 6.7 dash swap soon and some 6.4 door panels, we'll see. But that's some things to look over, you guys, when you get a truck. Make sure you bring some type of scanner with you to be able to monitor everything. Like, we have some hydro boost lines leaking, coolant tanks seen better days, all cracked out and everything. You know, you can tell how poor the truck was serviced and their filter's plugged full of dirt. So we're gonna get those goodies on here. But that's just some quick things to look at when you guys look at these trucks. You know, look at your tires. You know, make sure they're not wearing super funny. These tires are old, so they are cupping a little bit. But if you come over and look at the brand new tire they put on it that long ago, it's wearing nice and even. So none of the ball joints, that shows you that the ball joints should be pretty good. Steering was super tight. Huge shout out to FabTech. That lift ride's amazing. So that's just some quick things. Check that stuff over. You know, the rear shocks had a big old dent in the back, so we got the guy down on prices like that, you know. So the whole shock over there was backed into, so it's all blown out. See all the fluid everywhere. So that's just kind of some of the things. You know, the guy you're buying the truck from might not budge because of stuff like that. Like I said, the initial asking price, it was a really good deal for what it was. You can tell someone had swapped the mirrors at an earlier date. So this was out on the far west coast of California, so she saw a lot of sun, so we got clear coat issues and stuff. We'll get all that taken care of. So on the next few videos we'll be doing a full build series, like I said, on this thing. Some of the stuff like the oil cooler and the injectors, we might do a few little videos on, as some people, you know, might be a little timid to do those types of things, and do a little more breakdown. I did a few a long time ago when I studied the 05. Those videos honestly didn't do too hot, but we'll see how these go. Got some editing software downloaded, so hopefully this video will come out a lot better versus all my others that were kind of just you know, shot from the hip. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll get this thing all built up and running good. He does work for Caltrans out here, so he goes and plows snow a lot. So if you're wondering, like, oh, the truck obviously runs and drives, why are you upgrading everything? It's just can't afford for this thing to break down, you know, up in the middle. I don't want to say middle of nowhere, but, you know, up where there's 3-4 feet of snow. You know, you're going to pay a lot of money for a tow. So why not put some of that money that you would have spent on a tow if you had that issue with, you know, upgrading some things. And that's the other key thing is when you're buying a truck, make sure you leave, I want to say at least $1,000. I'd say bare minimum $1,000 off your top of your full budget to do maintenances. By the time you change your fuel filters, your oil, your coolant, your tranny fluid, you know, power steering fluid, brake fluid, service your transfer case, service the rear end, the front axle, you know, check those things over. You're going to have small issues on these trucks. They're, you know, they're 20 years or older. So, you know, it's kind of just pay attention to that. You know, a lot of us are bad for that. We'll spend every dime we have to buy the truck, and it's like, oh, well, this took a shit, now you're screwed. So, again, rambling. So, stay tuned for that, and we'll get going on this old girl.